Good afternoon from a rather wet East Yorkshire, although it is finally stopped raining and the sun is, well, trying to get out. It's a bit brighter than it was. This is a follow-up from my weekend without power. I went without gas and electric, if you may remember, in the last two videos, I think it was. And I was asked by a couple of people to do a follow-up about what I'd learned, if there was anything I came across I wasn't expecting. Well, two things that I mentioned in the video was that I didn't have a radio that was already also battery operated. All I had was mains radios, and I've got one in the kitchen and one in the living room. So I got this. This is a DAB radio, and it is mains and battery. So I've got an emergency radio now, should I need it. And the other thing that I said I needed desperately was a proper kettle. You know, I've got an electric kettle, not a lot good on a spirit burner. So I've now got a good old-fashioned kettle, a bit bigger than what I really wanted at 2.2 litres, but you got to fill it to the top here. And that cost me £12.99. It was £14.99. I got £2 knocked off it, £12.99. So that'll make boiling water for a drink a damn sight more efficient now. So I've got my kettle and I've now got my battery operated radio. They were the two main things I discovered that I needed. That weekend, in fact even since then, the weather's been very benign. It's, I would say the temperature's certainly average or above average to what it is normally at this time of the year, end of October. So keeping warm hasn't been a problem. In fact, my heating doesn't even click on because I've got it set down 18 degrees and it's not got cold enough for it to click on. The only thing that I do warm up is my normal 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. The hot water is heated up, and that 2 hours is enough to give me all the hot water I need for the day. So other than that, I'm not using any heating, so the gas and the electric's not powering that. I have very few things electrical that are operating during the day, so that's been kept to a minimum. I know the bills are going up a huge amount. I've already been given the estimate for the next year, and it is scary to say the least. But it's going to have to be paid, and obviously it's an estimate based on what I've used in the past year, so I'm hoping to reduce that usage significantly this year to try and at least cut some of that bill down. On the night time with a couple of candles, it was actually very, very peaceful. It was lovely. I didn't need a radio. I don't have a television, not had a television for a couple of years, don't miss the damn thing, it was rubbish anyway. Just sat there. I'd had my meal, I was nice and full, I was warm enough, I had a pullover on, and I sat there in the dark, and I was just thinking, I could have listened to an audio book, but that would have used up power on my iPad, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to drain the power, because I couldn't plug it in. No electricity, so I didn't want to do that. I could have read. I've got plenty of books to read. I could have read with a candlelight, but my old eyes would have struggled a bit, so I didn't want to strain my eyes. And to be honest, I was quite happy sat there. I'm quite happy sat there with my own thoughts. And I went to bed early. I had a couple of beers, a couple of cans of beer, and then trotted off up to bed both Saturday night and Sunday night. And I slept like a top both nights. I didn't get up until daylight the following day, so it was a success. I know now that if we do lose power, and hopefully it won't be for the length of 48 hours, but who knows, it could be even longer. I'm probably thinking somewhere more in the region of 3 or 4 hour outages, if it all goes to plan. So I'm no fears or anything like that. And as I say, I've got a backup radio now for any emergency broadcasts, and of course I can make myself a cup of tea. So that's basically all there is really to say about that weekend without power. It wasn't as it wasn't as bad as I thought it could be. I mean, if the temperature had been a lot lower, then yes, I'd have had to put my teapot heater on, and it would be interesting to see what this will be like in December and January. If we do get power cuts, I may just repeat the exercise and video it in the depths of winter to see how it's all going. But at least now I know what to expect. I know that I can manage quite well with what I've come up with, my alternatives. I'm still gathering my winter supplies for me. I don't really class myself as a proper prepper because I'm not. I'm not waiting for zombies or an alien invasion. No, I live in the real world. I'll leave that to the fantasists. But I am preparing for maybe a bad winter with some food shortages and certainly power shortages. And so I have nothing to fear at the moment. I do buy extra stuff in to make up. I've got a couple of boxes made up for relations who think I'm a nut job. But they won't think that when I'm giving them a nice big box of goodies, which they can't buy any longer. So I'll end this one here, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.